In 1911, in a small town in Maine, there was a school that looked completely normal. Children laughed there, teachers taught there, parents visited there. But inside the school records, there was one student whose name appeared again and again. He was listed in attendance. He was listed in grades. He was listed in punishment reports. He was even listed as Student of the Month. Yet no one had ever seen him. And the strangest part, every year, the school took a class photograph. Dozens of children, smiling, standing in rows. But when the photos were developed, there was always an empty space. Not just empty. It looked like something had been removed. A dark blur. A burned stain. A shadow that did not belong. The teachers thought it was a camera problem. But then one day, a teacher tried to write his name on the board, and the chalk snapped in half. She tried again. The chalk snapped again. And when she looked at her hand, her fingers were covered in black dust, like ash. That same night, someone knocked on her classroom door. She opened it, and the hallway was empty. But on the floor, there was a wet footprint. A child's footprint, and it was walking into the darkness. One step at a time, and from the end of the hallway, a soft voice whispered, "Stop taking pictures." Now the real question is, who is this student? Why was he in every record, but in no photograph? And why did everyone who tried to uncover the truth begin to disappear from the town's memory? Because what happened inside that school was not a normal mystery. It was something far darker, something that still waits, inside old photographs, even today. And before we go deeper into this story, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments where you are watching from, because it's always chilling to see how far these stories travel. Now let's begin. In the winter of 1911, something very strange happened in a small town in Maine. This town name was Briar Hollow. It was not a big town. It was very quiet. Roads were small. Houses were wooden. And in winter, snow stayed on ground for many days. The air was cold, and the wind was always cutting like knife. People in Briar Hollow were simple people. They wake early. They work hard. They sleep early. And they trust each other, because in a small town like this, everybody know everybody. And in Briar Hollow, there was only one school. It was called Briar Hollow Public School. It was a 2-floor building, made from dark old wood. It had big windows and a bell tower on top. When the bell ring in morning, kids come running. When bell ring in afternoon, kids leave fast like they are chased. From outside, the school looked normal. But the town had one rule. A rule that parents say again and again to their children. They say, never stay inside school after the bell ring. Kids ask why. But parents never give full answer. They just say, don't ask. Just listen. Even teachers do not like staying late. They always lock doors fast. They always leave together. And they never walk alone in the hallway at night. Some people say this school had bad past. 30 years before, in 1881, there was a fire inside the school. It was not big fire that burned whole building, but it destroyed one classroom on second floor. That room was burned badly. Desks got black. Walls got smoke. Floor got cracked. But something very strange happened after that fire. The next morning, when principal opened the building, he found the burned classroom door was still locked. Nobody could go inside, so they break it open. Inside, everything was burned. But the chalkboard was not burned at all. And on that chalkboard, there was a name written in big white chalk letters. It said, Caleb Rowen. Nobody know who wrote it, because school was locked that night. And still the name was there clear and fresh. The principal wiped it off. But next day the name come back again. He wiped it again. Again it come back. For weeks it keep happening. Like somebody was writing it every night. In the end, the principal paint over the chalkboard and replace it. People stop talking. Town forget slowly. Or at least they try to forget. But in 1911, the name returned again. And this time, it was not on chalkboard. It was inside the school records. In January 1911, a new teacher came to Briar Hollow. Her name was Eleanor Marsh. She was young, only 24 years old. She came from Boston. She was a smart girl and serious. She wanted to start her life. She wanted to be a respected teacher. Eleanor did not believe in ghost stories. She believed in logic. She believed everything has reason. On her first day, she walked into the school early morning. Outside, snow was falling slow. The school building looked dark and quiet, like it was sleeping. Inside the hallway, air smelled old, like wet wood and dust. The floor makes small sound when she walk. Paint on walls was peeling. Old portraits of past students were hanging. Some faces were smiling, but some faces looked strange, like they were not happy at all. Eleanor shake off the feeling. She tell herself it is just old building. Then she meet the principal. His name was Mr. Alden Pierce. He was old man, maybe around 60. His hair was gray and his eyes looked tired, like he never sleep full night. He smiled little, but it was not warm smile. It was like forced smile. He shake Eleanor hand and say, "Welcome to Briar Hollow." Eleanor say, "Thank you, sir. I am happy to be here." Mr. Pierce nods slowly. Then he say, "You will teach 3rd grade." Then he give her a folder. A thick folder with papers inside. The folder look old, like it been used for many years. He say, "This is your student list." Eleanor open it. She see many names. Thomas, Henry, Mary, Susan, George. Everything looked normal. But then her eyes stop on one name. Because this name was written darker than others. Like pen was pressed hard. The name was Caleb H. Rowen. Eleanor looked beside it. No age. No home address. No father name. No mother name. Just empty lines. That was already strange. But then she see a small note under the name. It say, "Do not photograph." Eleanor blink. She think it is joke. Or maybe student is shy. So she look at the principal and ask, "Sir, why this is written here?" Mr. Pierce's face change. His eyes become serious. His mouth go tight. He look away like he did not want to see the folder. For a few seconds, he say nothing. Then he close the folder with his hand and say, "Miss Marsh, you don't need to worry about that." Eleanor feels strange inside. She ask again, "Is it mistake? Or some old note?" Mr. Pierce look at her directly now. His eyes were cold. And he say in slow voice, "Please don't ask about that name." Eleanor stopped talking. She nods slowly. But inside her mind, she was confused. Why would principal act like this? Why would a student file have warning like "Do not photograph"? Eleanor walked to her classroom. 3rd grade room was on 1st floor. Kids were already sitting at desks. About 28 kids. They were talking, laughing, and moving. Normal school sound. Eleanor smile and stand in front. She say, "Good morning, children." Kids reply, "Good morning, Miss Marsh." Eleanor feel little happy. She feel like this will be normal job. Then she say, "Now I will take attendance." She open folder again and start calling names. Thomas Whitaker. Boy raise hand. Here. Mary Collins. Girl smile. Present. Everything normal. Then she reach the last name. Her eyes stop again. She swallow and say, "Caleb Rowen." Silence. Nobody answer. Not even small sound. The whole class become quiet in 1 second. Like someone turned off all voices. Eleanor look up. Children faces change. Some look scared. Some look down. Some look like they want to cry. Eleanor smile nervous and say, "Okay, maybe he is absent today." Still nobody speak. Then Eleanor noticed something. In the back corner of classroom, there was one desk. Old desk. Scratched desk. Chair pulled out. Like someone was sitting there before. But it was empty. Eleanor point at it and ask, "Whose desk is that?" No answer. Then a small girl in front row raised her hand slowly. Her name was Lucy Bennett. Lucy was pale and quiet. Her eyes looked tired like she never sleep good. Lucy whisper, "That is Caleb's desk." Eleanor frown and ask, "But Caleb is not here." "Right." Lucy look at her with serious face. And Lucy whisper again, "He is here." Eleanor feel cold in her stomach. She ask, "Lucy, what you mean?" Lucy swallow and look around like she scared someone will hear. Then she say in very low voice, "He is always here, but we can't look at him." Eleanor laughed small, but it was fake laugh. She say, "That is not possible." But she could feel the room changed. Air felt heavier, like something was pressing down. Eleanor slowly walked toward the empty desk. Her shoes make soft sound on wood floor. Kids were silent, watching her like they know something bad will happen. When Eleanor get closer, she feel cold air around that desk, like standing near open freezer. She reach out and put her hand on the desk. And suddenly she feels something. The desk was warm. Not normal warm. Warm like human body. Like someone was sitting there just seconds ago. Eleanor pull her hand back fast. Her heart beat faster. She look at her palm. There was black dust on her skin. Like ash. Like burned paper dust. She rubbed it with her fingers. But it did not go away easily. It stick to her skin. And it smelled like smoke. Eleanor stepped back. Then she hears something. A sound so soft she almost think it is her imagination. A whisper. Not from kids. Not from outside. It was near the desk. It sounded like a boy voice. And it say, "Don't say my name." Eleanor freeze. She looked around quickly. Nobody was speaking. Kids looked terrified. Lucy Bennett cover her ears with both hands. One boy start crying quietly. Eleanor feel her throat dry. She turned to the chalkboard quickly, trying to act normal. She pick up chalk to write "welcome" on board. But the chalk snap in half. Eleanor stop. She take another chalk piece. She write again. It snap again. Now Eleanor hand was shaking. Kids were staring at her, like they waiting for something worse. Eleanor dropped the chalk, and when she looked down, she see something on the floor. A wet footprint. Small footprint. Like a child's step in water. But there was no water inside the room. Then another footprint appear. Then another. One by one. Walking slowly from the empty desk toward the classroom door. Eleanor mouth open, but no words come out. She just watch. Footprints were fresh. Wet. Real. Then the door handle move. It turned by itself. And the door opened slowly. The hallway outside was empty. But the footprints continue, leaving the room. Then they stop suddenly. Like the person disappear. Eleanor stepped forward slowly and looked into hallway. Nothing there. Just quiet long hallway. Cold air. Old smell. She closed the door fast. Her whole body shaking now. She turned back to the class. Lucy Bennett whisper, "You touched his desk." Lucy eyes were wide. Lucy say, "Now he knows you." Eleanor whisper back, "Who is Caleb? Tell me." Lucy shake her head. She say, "We don't talk about him." Eleanor ask, "Why?" Lucy look down. Then she whisper, "Because if we talk he comes closer." That night, Eleanor could not sleep. She was living in small rented room above a bakery shop. Snow was falling outside again. Town was quiet like grave. Eleanor sit on bed with folder in her lap. She opened student list again. She stare at the name. Caleb H. Rowen. And the warning. Do not photograph. She try to think like normal person. She tell herself, maybe children play prank. But she remember the whisper. She remember the warm desk. She remember the footprints. She still smell smoke on her hand. Then she hears something outside her room. Soft footsteps on wooden stairs. Slow steps. Like small feet. Eleanor hold her breath. The footsteps stop outside her door. Then silence. Then scratching sound. Like fingernails on wood. Eleanor cover her mouth. Her eyes fill with tears. Then a whisper come again. Same boy voice. It say, "Don't take my picture." Eleanor shake badly. She did not move. She did not open the door. After few seconds, the footsteps go away, down the stairs. Then silence again. Eleanor sit in darkness, breathing hard. Now she understood. This was not town rumor. This was not children's story. Caleb Rowen was real. But he was not normal student. And somehow, he was following her now. Because she touched his desk. Because she spoke his name. And the next day was even worse. Because the school planned something special. A new class photograph. And Eleanor Marsh would be standing in it. Right beside the empty space. The space where Caleb should be. And Eleanor had a horrible feeling. This time, Caleb was not going to stay invisible. Not anymore. Next morning, Eleanor Marsh wake up very early. Outside her window, the snow was still falling. The town was quiet, like nobody living there. The street lamps were still on, giving weak yellow light on the white road. Eleanor sit on her bed, breathing slow. Her heart was heavy. Because last night, she heard that whisper again. "Don't take my picture." She kept telling herself maybe it was dream. Maybe she was tired. Maybe she was scared too much. But deep inside, she know it was real. She wash her face with cold water. She dress up. She drink little tea, but she cannot eat. Her stomach was tight. Then she walked to school. The school building was standing there like always. Dark, tall, quiet. The bell tower looked like a dead eye watching her. When Eleanor entered, the hallway smelled like old wood and cold air. The sound of her shoes echo on floor. She feel like the building was empty. But she know it was not. She walked toward her classroom. And when she passed the wall with old student portraits, she stopped. Because something was different. One portrait was missing. It was not fallen. It was not broken. It was removed clean like someone took it off carefully. Only a dusty rectangle mark was left on wall. Eleanor stared at it for few seconds. Then she hear a voice behind her. "You see it too?" Eleanor turned fast. It was another teacher. A man. He was around 35 tall, with brown hair and tired eyes. He wore old coat, and his hands were in pockets. He looked nervous. He say, "You are new teacher. Miss Marsh, right?" Eleanor nod. "Yes, I am Eleanor Marsh." The man look around like he afraid someone will hear them. Then he whisper, "My name is Mr. Daniel Carter. I teach 5th grade." Eleanor say, "Good morning, Mr. Carter." Mr. Carter did not smile. He just looked at the missing portrait space again. He asked, "Did you touch Caleb's desk yesterday?" Eleanor feel her blood go cold. She whisper, "How you know?" Mr. Carter exhales slowly. He say, "Because you are pale today, like all others who touch it." Eleanor step closer. She whisper, "Mr. Carter, tell me truth. Who is Caleb Rowen?" Mr. Carter eyes become serious. He say, "Not here. Walls listen." Eleanor frown. "Walls listen." Mr. Carter nods slowly. Then he say, "Just be careful today. It is photo day." Eleanor freeze. "Yes, I heard about that." Mr. Carter look at her with warning eyes. He say, "Do not stand near that empty desk. And if you see something, don't react. Just act normal." Eleanor feel fear in her throat. She ask, "Why? What will happen?" Mr. Carter swallow. Then he whisper, "Because Caleb hates cameras." Before Eleanor could ask more, a loud bell ring. Kids start coming in. Noise fill the hallway. Mr. Carter step away fast, like he never talked to her. Eleanor stand alone for few seconds. Her hands were shaking. Then she walked into her classroom. Kids were already there. But today they were not laughing much. They were quiet, like something bad was coming. Lucy Bennett was sitting in her seat, holding her book tight. Eleanor tried to smile. She say, "Good morning, class." Kids reply softly, "Good morning." Eleanor open attendance folder. Her eyes go to the last name. Caleb H. Rowen. She hesitate. Then she skip it. She does not say his name today. She look at the empty desk in back corner. It was still there. Still empty. But today it looked more dirty. Like someone rubbed ash on it. And the chair was slightly pulled out, more than yesterday. Like someone was going to sit. Eleanor feel cold sweat on her neck. She start teaching simple lesson. Reading, writing, spelling. But kids were not focusing. Their eyes keep going to that empty desk. Even Eleanor's eyes keep moving there, without her control. Then, around midday, Principal voice came on the hallway speaker. His voice was dry and serious. "All classes will prepare for the annual photograph at 1 p.m. Students will line up outside in the front yard." When the speaker stopped, Eleanor hear many kids inhale at same time. Like they were scared. One boy named Oliver King raised his hand slowly. His face was pale. He asked, "Miss Marsh, do we really have to take photo today?" Eleanor tried to act normal. She say, "Yes, Oliver. It is school tradition." Oliver looked down. He whisper, "Caleb will not like it." Eleanor asked carefully, "Why? What happens when you take photo?" No one answer. Kids just look at each other. Then Lucy Bennett whisper, "Something always go wrong." Eleanor feel her throat dry. She ask, "Lucy, what do you mean?" Lucy look at her with big scared eyes. Lucy whisper, "Every year camera breaks. Or photo burns. Or photographer gets sick. One year photographer died." Eleanor blink. She thinks she did not hear right. "Died?" Lucy nods slowly. "Yes. He fall down on snow. His eyes open, but he was not breathing. Like his heart stop." Eleanor's stomach twist. She look at kids. "Are you sure?" Lucy whisper, "We all saw it. Principal said it was heart problem. But he was young man." The class became quiet again. Eleanor tried to stop the fear. She say, "Okay, class. Enough scary talk. We will do photo, and nothing bad will happen." But even when she say it, her voice was weak. Because inside her mind, she was not sure. At 12:45, teachers start taking kids outside. Snow was still there, but the front yard was cleaned a little. The air was freezing. Students from all grades were standing in lines. A man with camera was setting up tripod. He was photographer. His name was Mr. Harold Finch. He was wearing a thick coat and scarf. He looked annoyed, like he didn't want to be in this cold. He placed a big old camera on tripod. He checked the lens. He checked the black cloth he used to cover his head. He was doing everything like normal. Eleanor walked with her class and stand them in their place. The 3rd grade line was near the middle. Eleanor stand behind them, like teacher usually stand in class photos. Principal Alden Pierce was walking around, checking lines. His face was stiff. His eyes were scanning everything, like he was expecting trouble. Eleanor noticed something strange. There was a small gap in the 3rd grade row. like a missing student space. Not an end. In middle. It looked planned. Eleanor moved closer to Lucy Bennett and whisper, "Why there is a gap there?" Lucy whispered back, "That is Caleb Place." Eleanor stared at the gap. It was just empty snow. But the snow in that spot looked different. It looked darker, like the snow was stepped on many times. Even though nobody was standing there, Eleanor's heart started beating fast. She slowly looked around. All children were looking forward, like they were trained. Nobody was looking at the empty space. Nobody. Not even by mistake. Then Eleanor heard Principal's voice. He was talking to photographer. Eleanor could hear it because she was close. Principal say, "Just take the picture. Don't ask questions." Photographer Finch frowned. He say, "Sir, why there is empty space? You want me to crop it?" Principal Pierce's face become angry. He stepped closer to Finch and whispered harshly, "No cropping. No moving children. Just take picture exactly like this." Finch looked confused. He say, Okay. But his eyes show he was uncomfortable. He looked at the empty space again. Then he laughed nervously. He say, "What is this? Some kind of joke?" Principal Pierce did not laugh. He just stared at him like warning. Then he walked away. Eleanor felt goosebumps on her arms. Then she heard Mr. Carter's voice behind her. Mr. Carter whispered, "Don't move. Just stay still." Eleanor whispered, "This is crazy." Mr. Carter whispered back, "Yes. But it is real." Photographer Finch raised his voice. "All right, everyone. Stay still. Don't blink." Children became stiff like statues. Even small kids were not moving, like they practiced for this moment. Finch put black cloth over his head and looked into camera. He adjusted the lens. Then he stopped suddenly. He removed the cloth and looked around. His face changed. He looked confused and angry. He shouted, "Who is standing in front of the lens?" Principal Pierce stepped forward. He say, "Nobody is standing there." Finch point toward the empty space. He shout, "Then why I see someone?" The whole yard become silent. Wind was blowing snow dust in air. Finch was sweating even in cold. He looked scared now. He go back to camera and look again. Then he pulled back fast like he got burned. He whisper, No. Principal Pierce walked close. His voice low. "Take the photo." Finch shake his head. "I can't. There is a boy there." Principal Pierce's face become dark. He whisper, "Harold, you will take the photo, or you will never work again in this town." Finch swallow hard. His hands shake. He look at camera again. He cover his head with cloth. Then he speak from under cloth. His voice trembling. "He is looking at me." Eleanor feel her body freeze. She look at the empty gap. Still nothing. But she start feeling something. Like someone is watching her too. A strong stare. She can feel it on her face like sunlight. Then she noticed Lucy Bennett. Lucy was crying silently. Tears were falling down her cheeks. But she was not moving. She was staring forward like she was forced. Finch suddenly screamed. He pulled cloth off and stepped back. He shout. His face is burned. His eyes are black. Some kids start shaking. A girl starts sobbing loudly. But Principal Pierce shout. "Silence." The children stop again. Like they are scared of Principal more than anything. Finch was breathing hard. He looked like he wanted to run away. But Principal Pierce stepped closer and grabbed his shoulder. Principal whisper, "Take the photo now." Finch shake. Then he nods slowly like he surrender. He go back to camera again. He cover his head. He adjust lens. And finally, he pressed the shutter. Click. The sound was loud. Like gunshot. And the moment shutter click. A cold wind blow hard through the yard. Snow fly into air like storm. Kids scream. Teachers cover their faces. Eleanor almost fall back. But she stays standing. Then the wind stopped suddenly. Everything became quiet again. Like nothing happened. Finch removed the cloth slowly. His face was white. His lips were shaking. He whispered, It took the picture." Principal Pierce say, "Good. Now pack your things and leave." Finch did not argue. He grabbed his camera fast. He packed it like he was running from war. Before leaving, Finch looked at Eleanor. His eyes full of fear. He whispered, "Miss, don't stay here. This school is cursed." Then he walked away quickly, almost slipping in snow. Eleanor watched him go. Then she looked at the gap again. And for 1 second, just 1 second, she saw something. A shadow. A boy shape. Standing in the empty space. Not fully clear. But enough to see. The boy looked thin. His clothes looked old. And his face looked like it was half burned. And his eyes were dark holes. The boy turned his head slowly toward Eleanor, like he knew she was looking. Eleanor felt her heart stop. Then the shadow vanished, like smoke in wind. Eleanor blinked fast. She wanted to scream, but she didn't, because Mr. Carter's words were in her mind. Don't react. Act normal. So Eleanor stay still. But inside her body, fear was exploding. Principal Pierce clapped his hands. Everyone go back inside. Photo is done. Kids start moving fast. Some were crying. Some were silent. Teachers were whispering prayers. Eleanor walked with her class back inside. She looked at Lucy Bennett. Lucy was shaking badly. Eleanor whispered, "Lucy, you saw him too?" Lucy did not answer. She just whispered one sentence. A sentence that made Eleanor blood cold. Lucy said, "He is angry now, because you saw him." Eleanor swallowed. She whispered, "What happens now?" Lucy looked at her with tear eyes. And she said, "Now, he will try to enter the photo." That night, Eleanor stayed in her room, shaking. She could not stop thinking about that burned face. That black eyes. That cold wind. She kept hearing the shutter sound in her head. Click. Then suddenly, she heard knocking. Soft knocking on her window. But her window was on second floor. Eleanor slowly stand up and walked near window. Her hands were cold. She pulled curtains slowly. Outside was dark. Snow was falling. No one was there. But on the glass, there was something. A mark, like someone draw with finger. A message written in fog on the window. It said, "You looked." Eleanor stepped back, her mouth open in shock. Then another message appeared slowly, like invisible finger writing it. "Now you will remember." Eleanor screamed softly. She covered her mouth. Then she heard whisper again inside her room. Right behind her ear. A boy voice. Burned voice. It said, "I was in the picture once." Eleanor turned fast. But there was nobody. Only cold air. Only silence. And in that moment, Eleanor understood something very important. This is not just ghost story. This is not just one cursed student. This is a secret. A secret the whole town is hiding. And Caleb Rowen was not just forgotten. He was erased. Like someone tried to remove him from history. From records. From photographs. From memory. But Caleb did not accept it. He wanted to be seen. He wanted to be remembered. And now, he chose Eleanor. Next day, Eleanor Marsh go to school again, but now she feel like she walking into a trap. Her body was tired. Her eyes were heavy. She did not sleep full night. Every time she close eyes, she see that shadow boy face again. Burned skin. Black eyes. That cold wind. When she reached school gate, she stopped for a moment. The school building looked same, but also looked different. Like it was watching her. Like it know she coming. Eleanor take deep breath and enter. Inside hallway was silent. Too silent. Even the floor sound feel louder today. She walked slowly, and she look at wall portraits again. She see old photos of students from past years. And she noticed something. In many photos, there is always a gap. Sometimes in front row. Sometimes in back. But always one empty place. Like somebody was removed. Or like somebody was standing there, but camera could not catch him. Eleanor's heart beat faster. She keep walking. Then she see Mr. Carter again. He was standing near teacher room, holding coffee cup. His face looked stressed. Eleanor walked to him fast. She whispered, "Mr. Carter, I need talk." Mr. Carter looked at her quickly. He whispered back, "Not here." Eleanor say, "Please. I saw him yesterday. I saw Caleb." Mr. Carter's eyes become wide. He looked around. Then he grabbed Eleanor's arm gently and pulled her into empty classroom near hallway. He closed the door. Now it was quiet inside. Mr. Carter speak low. "You saw him? Like real?" Eleanor nodded. "Yes." For 1 second. He looked burned. Mr. Carter swallow. He looked scared. He whispered, "Then you are in danger now." Eleanor's voice shake. "What danger? What will happen?" Mr. Carter sit on desk and rub his forehead. He looked like he was thinking hard. Then he say, "Caleb is not normal ghost. He is not like simple spirit. He is like stain. Like bad mark on school history." Eleanor frowned. "What you mean?" Mr. Carter look at her. He say, "This town did something to him. Long time ago. And they hide it." Eleanor stepped closer. "Did he die in the fire?" Mr. Carter shake head slowly. "No. Fire happened after he already gone." Eleanor feel chills. "Then where he go?" Mr. Carter looked down. Then he say, "I don't know full. But I know this. Caleb was a real boy once. He was student here. His name is in records. But town erase him. Eleanor whisper, why? Mr. Carter look at her eyes. He say, because they were scared of him. Or scared of what happened to him. Eleanor feel her breath stop. Then she remember the message on her window. You looked. Now you will remember. Eleanor whisper, he want me to remember. Mr. Carter nod slowly. Yes. And when Caleb wants something, bad things happen. Eleanor ask, like what? Mr. Carter answer, people lose memory. People go crazy. People disappear. Eleanor eyes fill with fear. That happened before? Mr. Carter look away. Yes. In 1902, a teacher tried to find truth. She asked too many questions. She went into basement. After that, she never came back. Eleanor whisper, never came back? Police? Mr. Carter laughed bitter. Police in this town? They all friends. They all same. They said she run away. Eleanor shake head. No, this is insane. Mr. Carter stand up. He say, listen, Miss Marsh. If you want survive, stop looking. Stop asking. Just teach and go home. Forget Caleb. Eleanor voice becomes stronger. I can't forget. He already came to my room. He wrote on my window. He is following me. Mr. Carter face become pale. He came to your room? Eleanor nod. Mr. Carter whisper. Then it already started. Eleanor ask, what started? Mr. Carter look around again like even walls listening. Then he say, the photo. The photo is like door. Like trap. Caleb try to enter it. Every year he try. Yesterday he almost did. Eleanor feel cold. How you know? Mr. Carter answer. Because I saw it once. In 1908, I was new teacher like you. We took photo. And after photo, one student got sick. He started screaming at night. He said boy in photo is moving. Eleanor stare. Mr. Carter continue. They burned that photo. They buried it. They told everybody forget. And they forced the kid family to leave town. Eleanor whisper, so, Caleb can move inside photos. Mr. Carter nod. Yes. But not fully. He needs someone to look at him. Someone to remember him. That is why he choose you. Eleanor body shake. She whisper, why me? Mr. Carter look at her sadly. Because you are outsider. You don't know town rule. You touched his desk. You said his name. You looked at him. Eleanor feel tears. She whisper, so what I do now? Mr. Carter stay quiet for few seconds. Then he say, only one way. You must see the photo. Eleanor blink. What? You just said forget him. Mr. Carter answer, yes. But now you cannot stop it. If you stop now, he will punish you. He will haunt you until you break. But if you see the photo, you might understand what he want. Eleanor ask, where is photo? Mr. Carter say, photographer Finch took it yesterday. He developed it in darkroom. The darkroom is inside school basement. Eleanor heart drop. The basement? Mr. Carter nod. Yes. Nobody go there. Principal keep it locked. Eleanor whisper, so we must go there. Mr. Carter hesitate. He look afraid. Then he say, no. Not we. You. Eleanor eyes widen. You won't come? Mr. Carter voice shake. I can't. I have family. I have kids. If I get involved, town will destroy me. But you already marked. So you must do it. Eleanor feel angry, but also understand. She take deep breath. Okay. How I get key? Mr. Carter look at her. He say, key is in principal office. Inside top drawer. But he never leave it open. Eleanor think fast. Then she remember something. Every day at lunch, principal goes to church office to meet Reverend. Maybe that is time. Eleanor whisper, I will do it at lunch. Mr. Carter nods slowly. Then he say, if you go basement, don't stay long. And if you hear footsteps, run. Eleanor swallow. She whisper, what if I see Caleb again? Mr. Carter answer, don't talk. Don't scream. Don't run unless you must. Just leave. Eleanor nod. Then she open door and walk out. Her legs feel weak. But her mind was fixed now. She need truth. At lunchtime, kids eat in classroom. Eleanor pretend normal. But her eyes keep watching hallway. When Principal Pierce leave, she see it. He take his coat and hat and walk out the building. Eleanor heart beat fast. She stand up quickly. She tell kids, stay here. Read book. Then she walk fast toward principal office. The door was locked, but Eleanor remember teachers have spare key for emergency. She take it from teacher room. Her hands shaking as she opened principal office. Inside office smell like tobacco and old paper. There was desk. Shelves. Big safe in corner. Eleanor closed door behind her. She walked to desk and opened top drawer. At first she see pens, papers, stamps. Then she see small metal key with red string. She grab it quickly. Then she hear something. A sound behind her. A soft tap, like someone touch window glass. Eleanor freeze. She slowly turn. Nothing there. Only office wall. She breathe out. Then she feel cold behind her neck. Like someone stand close. She turn again fast. Still nothing. But she hear whisper. So soft. So close. It say, don't open. Eleanor cover her mouth. Her eyes fill with fear. But she hold the key tight. She whisper to herself, I must. Then she run out of office. She lock door again. And she walk fast toward basement door. Basement door was near kitchen area. It was old wooden door with iron lock. Eleanor put key in. Her hands shake so much she almost drop it. The lock click open. Eleanor pulled door open slowly. A smell hit her face. Damp smell. Mold smell. And something else. Like burned hair smell. Eleanor cover her nose. Then she stepped down. Stairs creak loudly. The basement was dark. Only small window near ceiling let little light. Eleanor see shelves of old boxes. Old chairs. Broken desks. And in corner, a small room. The dark room. The door of dark room was half open. Eleanor walked slowly. Her heart pounding. Then she hear dripping sound. Drip, drip, drip. Like water falling somewhere. She reached darkroom door. Inside, it was even darker. But she see red lamp light. The kind used for photo developing. The red light make room look like blood. On table, there were photo papers hanging. Wet papers. Drying. Eleanor stepped closer. She look at the hanging photos. At first she cannot see clear. But then her eyes adjust. And she see it. The class photograph. Still wet. Still fresh. Eleanor stare at it. All students were there. Teachers were there. Snow background. Everything normal. But then Eleanor see the empty gap. The gap for Caleb. Her breath stop. Because the gap was not empty anymore. Something was there. A shape. A blurry black shape. Like smoke. Like burned shadow. It looked like boy standing. His face was unclear. But his eyes were visible. Two black holes staring directly at camera. Eleanor stepped back. Her body shake. Then she noticed something worse. In the photo, some kids' faces were turned slightly. Not toward camera, but toward Caleb, like they were looking at him without wanting. And in the back row, Eleanor saw herself, standing behind kids. And her face in photo was not normal. Her eyes were wide open. Her mouth was slightly open, like she was scared. But Eleanor did not remember making that face. She remember acting normal. So why photo show her like that? Then she saw it, near her shoulder. A hand, a small burned hand, resting on her shoulder. Eleanor screamed softly. She cover her mouth. Her knees feel weak. She almost fall. The hand in photo looked real. And it was touching her. Eleanor whisper, no, no, no. Then she hears sound behind her. Footsteps. Slow footsteps. Coming down basement stairs. Eleanor freeze. Her eyes go to door. She hears steps coming closer. Then she hear principal voice. Miss Marsh? Eleanor panic. She grabbed the photo quickly. She fold it and hide it inside her coat. Then she turn off red lamp fast. She rush out of darkroom. But Principal Pierce was already standing in basement. His face was angry. His eyes were cold. He look at Eleanor like he caught thief. He say, what are you doing here? Eleanor tried to speak, but her throat was tight. I was looking for old books. Principal Pierce stepped closer. He say, liar. His voice was low, like dangerous voice. He point at darkroom. You touched the photograph. Eleanor stepped back. No, I didn't. Principal Pierce's eyes become sharp. He whisper, you looked at him. Eleanor feel cold all over. Then Principal Pierce say something that made Eleanor blood freeze. He said, he is in the picture now. Eleanor eyes widen. Principal Pierce whisper again. And now you are in it with him. Eleanor Marsh stand there in basement, holding her coat tight. Inside her coat, the wet photograph was hidden. Her heart was beating so loud, she feel like Principal can hear it. Principal Alden Pierce was staring at her. His eyes were cold, like old ice. He was not asking like normal man. He was warning. He stepped closer. Give me the photograph. Eleanor swallow hard. She tried to act innocent. What photograph, sir? Principal face become angry. He moved closer again. His voice low, almost like whisper. Don't play games, Miss Marsh. You don't understand what you just did. Eleanor feel fear, but also anger now. She say, then tell me. Tell me what is happening. Who is Caleb Rowen? Principal Pierce suddenly grabbed her wrist. His grip was strong, too strong for old man. Eleanor gasped. He pull her closer and whisper into her ear. Caleb is not a student anymore. Eleanor whisper, then what is he? Principal Pierce's eyes flicker. For a second, his face show fear. He whisper, he is what we created. Then he let go of her wrist fast, like he regret touching her. He stepped back. He look around basement, like he afraid someone listening. Then he point to stairs. Go upstairs. Now. Eleanor hesitate. She say, sir please. I need answers. Principal Pierce walked closer again, but now his voice was calm, deadly calm. You want answer? Fine. He point toward deeper basement. Behind old shelves and broken chairs, there was another door. A door Eleanor never saw before. It was metal door. Not wood. Not normal for school. It had big lock and thick bolts. It looked like prison door. Principal Pierce say slowly, that door is the answer. Eleanor eyes go wide. What is behind it? Principal Pierce stare at her. His voice become dry. Old things. Things that should stay buried. Eleanor feel her whole body shaking. She whisper, is Caleb behind that door? Principal Pierce did not answer. He just walked toward it. His footsteps were slow. Then he stopped near the door and looked at Eleanor again. He say, I will say this one time, Miss Marsh. If you keep digging, you will end like others. Eleanor blink. Others? Principal Pierce nods slowly. Yes. Other teachers. Other photographers. Other people who wanted to know. Eleanor heart drop. She whisper, you mean they died? Principal Pierce looked down. He whisper, some died. Some disappeared. Some worse. Eleanor feel her stomach twist. Then she remember the photo. The burned hand on her shoulder. She whisper, Caleb touched me. Principal Pierce's eyes widen. His face become pale. He whisper, you saw that? Eleanor nod. Principal Pierce stepped back slowly, like he lost control. He whisper, God help you. Eleanor ask, why he touched me? Principal Pierce look at her with hopeless eyes. He whisper, because now he owns you a little. Eleanor feel her breath stop. She whisper, what do you mean owns? Principal Pierce shake his head. No, 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 this is bad. Then he suddenly turn around and rush upstairs fast. He leave Eleanor alone in basement. Eleanor stand there frozen. She hear the basement door close upstairs. Click. Lock sound. Eleanor run to stairs. She try door handle. Locked. She was trapped. Her breathing become fast. Sir. Open the door. No answer. Only silence. Eleanor start panicking. She bang on door. But nothing. Then she hear it. A sound from behind. A soft scraping sound. Like nails on metal. Eleanor stopped banging. She slowly turned. The scraping sound was coming from that metal door. The door nobody opens. The lock on it was shaking. Not like wind. Like someone touching from inside. Eleanor stepped back. Her legs feel weak. She whisper, no, no, no. The scraping become louder. Then a whisper came. Not from behind her ear this time. From inside the metal door. A child voice. Soft, broken. Miss Marsh. Eleanor freeze. Her eyes fill with tears. She whisper, Caleb? The voice whisper again. You looked at me. Eleanor back hit wall. Her heart feel like it will explode. She whisper, why are you here? Why you doing this? The voice pause. Then it whisper, they locked me. Eleanor swallow. She stepped closer slowly. Her body shaking like leaf. She whisper, who locked you? Then the voice inside door become angry. Like fire. It whisper, everyone. Eleanor feel goosebumps all over her body. The metal door shake again. A loud bang. Eleanor scream. The door stopped moving. Then silence. Complete silence. Eleanor breathing hard. Then she hear another sound. Not door. Footsteps. Coming from dark corner of basement. Slow steps. Eleanor turn her head. But basement was too dark. She cannot see anything. Only shadows. But she hears steps clearly. One step, then stop. Then another step, then stop. Like someone walking slowly toward her. Eleanor whisper, who is there? No answer. Steps continue. Eleanor eyes start adjusting. And she sees something moving near shelves. A small shape. Like a child. But not fully human. It was like shadow wearing clothes. Eleanor hold her breath. The shadow stepped closer. Then it stopped. Under small window light, Eleanor finally see it. A boy. Small boy. Old-style clothes like from long time ago. His skin looked pale but also burned. His face had marks like fire. His eyes were too dark. No white. Just black. He was looking directly at Eleanor. Eleanor started crying, her voice shaking. Caleb? The boy did not speak with mouth. His lips did not move. But Eleanor hear voice inside her head. Like thought. You took my picture. Eleanor whisper. I didn't want. I didn't know. The boy head tilt slowly. You looked at me. That is same. Eleanor shake head. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The boy stepped closer. His feet make no sound on floor. He raise his hands slowly. Eleanor see his fingers. They were black on tips. Like burned charcoal. He touched Eleanor cheek gently. His hand was ice cold. Eleanor gasp. And suddenly, Eleanor mind flash. Like lightning. She see something. Not in basement. But like memory. Like vision. She saw a classroom. Old classroom. Different time. Children sitting in rows. A teacher writing on board. And in back corner, Caleb sitting alone. But kids were not looking at him. They were acting like he not exist. Then the teacher turn and scream. Because Caleb's face looked different. His eyes were black even then. His skin was normal but his shadow was wrong. His shadow moved separate from him. Then the vision change. Eleanor see principal office. But not old Pierce. A different man. Younger. He was shouting. There is something wrong with that boy. Another man answer. Don't say it loud. If town hears, they will panic. Then vision change again. Eleanor see basement. The metal door was open. Inside was a small room. No window. No light. Like prison cell. Caleb was inside. Crying. Screaming. Please. Please. Men were closing door. One man say, we must lock him. He is not human. Another man say, he will bring curse. The door close. Caleb scream louder. Then everything goes black. Eleanor suddenly come back to reality. She fall on floor. She was breathing hard. Her head hurt. She hold her forehead. Caleb was standing over her. His face blank. Eleanor whisper, they locked you down here. Caleb voice inside her head again. Yes. Eleanor whisper, why? What did you do? Caleb pause. Then his voice become heavy. I showed them their sins. Eleanor look up slowly. What sins? Caleb's eyes stare deep into her. Then he whisper, they did bad things to children. Eleanor feel like her heart stop. She whisper, what things? Caleb voice become darker. They hurt them. They hide it. They erase names. Eleanor eyes fill with shock. She cover her mouth. She whisper, so you tried to tell, and they locked you. Caleb nod slowly. Then he whisper, they erased me too. Eleanor feel tears falling. This was not just ghost story. This was evil story. Real evil. Eleanor whisper, I will help you. I will tell people. Caleb stare at her. Then he whisper, no one will believe. Eleanor say, I will show photo. Caleb voice become sharp. You will show, and they will erase you also. Eleanor shake head. I'm not scared. Caleb step closer. He touch her shoulder again. And Eleanor feel cold go into her bones. Caleb whisper, you are already in picture. Eleanor whisper, what does that mean? Caleb answer in her mind. It means you are now part of me. Eleanor body shake. She whisper, no. Caleb whisper, yes. Then he look at the metal door. And Eleanor hear another sound. A loud banging from inside the door. Like someone else inside. Not Caleb. Something else. Something bigger. The metal door shake violently. Eleanor scream. Caleb look calm like he expect it. Eleanor whisper, what is that? Caleb whisper, that is what they trapped with me. Eleanor eyes widen. You mean, you are not alone down here? Caleb shake head slowly. No. The banging becomes stronger. Then a deep voice came from inside the metal door. Not child voice. It was like growl. It say, open. Eleanor feel her blood freeze. Her hands tremble. She look at Caleb. Caleb face show small emotion now. Fear. He whisper, that thing wants to go out. Eleanor whisper, what is it? Caleb look at her and whisper, it is the reason I became like this. The metal door slam again. The lock crack a little. Eleanor scream. Caleb suddenly grab Eleanor wrist. His grip was cold but strong. He pull her towards stairs. Eleanor stumble. She whisper, what are you doing? Caleb whisper, you must leave. Now. Eleanor run with him. They reached the wooden basement door. But it was locked. Eleanor cried. "We are trapped." Caleb looked at the door. Then he touched the lock. His fingers pressed the metal. And suddenly, the lock rust fast, like years passing in seconds. The metal became weak. Then it break. The door opened. Eleanor stared in shock. She rushed upstairs. Caleb followed behind her like shadow. When Eleanor reached hallway, she looked back. Caleb was standing on last step. He did not come fully up. Like he cannot. He looked at her and whispered inside her head. "Tonight, bring the photograph to the old gym." Eleanor whispered, "Why?" Caleb stared at her. His eyes dark. He whispered, "Because tonight, you will see who erased me." Then Caleb slowly stepped back into basement darkness. And the basement door closed by itself. Bam! Eleanor stand there shaking. Her body cold. Her eyes full of tears. Now she know truth. This school is not normal. The town is hiding something. And Caleb is not just ghost. He is victim. But also, something dangerous. Something made by evil. Eleanor take out the photograph from her coat slowly. The wet photo still shining. She open it, and she see the burned hand on her shoulder again. But now, the hand was not on her shoulder. It was around her neck. Like Caleb was holding her. Like claiming her. Eleanor dropped the photo. She whispered in fear. "Oh my God, it is changing." And then she realized something worse. In the photo, the gap where Caleb stood was now fully filled. Not shadow anymore. A clear boy face. Clear eyes. Clear burned skin. And behind him, in the background, there was a second face. A tall black face. Smiling. Not human. Eleanor screamed. She ran away. Because now she understood. Caleb was not alone in the picture. Something else entered too. Something that was waiting for a long time. And now, it was finally seen. That whole day, Eleanor Marsh was not feeling like normal human. Her hands were shaking all time. When she teach kids, her voice was breaking. Even when she write on board, the chalk keeps snapping. She tried to smile, but it was fake smile. Because inside her head, only one thing was playing again and again. That basement door shaking. That deep voice saying, "Open," and that photo changing. Now there was a second face. A tall black face. Smiling. Not human. Eleanor kept the photograph hidden inside her bag. She did not show anyone. Not even Mr. Carter. Because she was scared. Maybe if she show, the school will know. Maybe Caleb will know. Maybe that other thing will know too. At last the bell rang. Students run out fast, happy to go home. But Eleanor did not feel happy. She feel like she going deeper into nightmare. She remembered Caleb's words. "Tonight, bring the photograph to the old gym." Old gym. Eleanor know the old gym. It was behind the school building. A small separate building. It was not used now. People say it is too old and unsafe. Kids say it is haunted. Teachers say it is just storage. But nobody go there. Eleanor once saw it from window. It looked like dead building. Broken windows. Old wooden door. Rusty lock. Like a place forgotten. Now Caleb wanted her to go there. Eleanor wanted to refuse. But she knew she cannot. Because Caleb already touched her. Caleb already entered her life. And the photo was changing. Something is moving. Something is coming. At evening, Eleanor go home. She lock her door. She sit on chair and stare at the photograph again. The paper was dry now. The image was clear. And it was still terrifying. Caleb's face was now sharper. More visible. His burned skin was clearer. His eyes were black like holes. And behind him, that tall black face was still there. Like shadow standing in snow. But it had teeth. It was smiling. Eleanor feels sick. She whisper, "What are you?" Then suddenly the photograph crack a little. Like paper moved by itself. Eleanor drop it. Her heart jump. She look at photo. Nothing else happened. But she feel cold air in room. Like someone entered. She look around fast. No one. But then she hear whisper from corner. Not loud. Soft. Like wind. "Jim." Eleanor cover her mouth. Her eyes fill with tears. She whisper, "Okay, okay." She put on her coat. She take a small lantern. She take the photograph and put inside her coat pocket. Then she leave her house. Outside was dark. Snow was still falling slowly. Street was empty. No people. Only silence. Eleanor walked towards school. Her steps crunch on snow. She looked left and right like someone following. But no one was there. When she reached schoolyard, she stopped. The school building was dark now. Only one small light was on inside principal office. Eleanor's heart beat faster. Principal is inside? Or maybe someone else. She ignore it. She walk around school building toward back. There she see the old gym. It looked worse at night. Like a broken coffin. The windows were black holes. The roof looked like it can fall anytime. Eleanor stand in front of gym door. It had old chain lock. But the chain was loose. Like someone already opened it. Eleanor swallow. She pushed the door slowly. The door creak loud. The sound echo in empty yard. Eleanor step inside. The smell hit her. Old dust smell. Mold smell. And something else. Like old sweat. Like old blood. The gym was big room with wooden floor. Basketball lines still visible but faded. Old stage in one side. And many old chairs stacked. There was also broken trophies in glass cabinet. Eleanor lift lantern. The light move across walls. And she saw something that made her freeze. On the wall, there were old class photos. Many photos. Hundreds. Like someone collected them. And all photos had same thing. One empty space. One blur. One missing student. Caleb. Eleanor feel cold in chest. She walked closer to wall photos. She touched one photo frame. The glass was cracked. And inside the photo, the gap was not empty. It was dark spot. Like burned mark. Eleanor whisper. So they kept them here. Then she hear footsteps behind her. Eleanor turn fast. Her lantern light shake. And she see Mr. Carter standing in doorway. His face looked pale. His breath was visible in cold air. Eleanor whisper, Mr. Carter? What are you doing here? Mr. Carter closed the door behind him. He walked slowly inside. His eyes looked scared. He say, I followed you. Eleanor blink. You followed me? Mr. Carter nod. He say, I saw you leave house. I knew you going somewhere dangerous. I couldn't let you go alone. Eleanor feel little relief. She whisper, thank you. Mr. Carter look at wall photos. He whisper, oh God, they still keep them. Eleanor ask, who keep them? Principal? Mr. Carter shake head slowly. No. Principal is just guard. Real people are bigger. Eleanor step closer. What people? Mr. Carter hesitate. Then he say, town council. Churchmen. Old families. They control everything. Eleanor feel angry. So they did this to Caleb? Mr. Carter looked down. He whisper, yes. They did. Eleanor take out photograph from her coat. She show it to Mr. Carter. Mr. Carter eyes go wide. He step back like he saw snake. He whisper, no, this photo is wrong. Eleanor say, it changed. Look behind Caleb. Mr. Carter stare at tall black face. His lips tremble. He whisper, that is not Caleb. Eleanor whisper, then what is it? Mr. Carter voice shake. He say, that is the Watcher. Eleanor freeze. The Watcher? Mr. Carter nods slowly. He say, old story in this town. My father told me when I was kid. He said there is a thing living inside the school. It eats memories. It eats faces. It eats names. Eleanor eyes widen. That is crazy. Mr. Carter whisper, I know it sounds crazy. But look around you. This is already crazy. Eleanor look at wall photos again. She whisper, so this Watcher is inside Caleb? Mr. Carter shake head. No. Caleb is like door. Like crack. And Watcher is trying to come out. Eleanor feel panic. She whisper, then why Caleb call me here? Mr. Carter look around Jim, nervous. He whisper, maybe Caleb wants you to free him. Or maybe Watcher wants you to open something. Eleanor step back. What something? Then suddenly, a loud bang happen. From inside Jim. Not door. Not wall. From stage area. A loud thud. Eleanor screams softly. Mr. Carter grab her arm. He whisper, don't move. They both stare at stage. The stage curtain was old red curtain. It was hanging, moving slightly like wind. But there was no wind. Then another thud. Like something hit from behind curtain. Eleanor whisper, what is behind stage? Mr. Carter whisper back, old storage. Then the curtain move again. Slowly. Like someone pushing it. Eleanor hold lantern higher. Her hand shaking badly. She walk one step closer. Mr. Carter pull her arm. Stop. Don't go. But Eleanor whisper, Caleb asked me here. He want me to see. Then suddenly the curtain open a little. Just small gap. And from that gap, a face appear. A child face. Pale. Burned. Black eyes. Caleb. He was staring at Eleanor. He did not blink. Eleanor whisper, Caleb. Caleb slowly step out from curtain. His body looked thin. His clothes looked like old school uniform. He looked like photo. Like living photo. Mr. Carter start shaking. He whisper, "Oh God, it is real." Caleb look at Mr. Carter. And Caleb eyes become darker. Then Caleb voice come inside Eleanor mind. Not normal voice. It say, "He knows." Eleanor whisper, "What?" Caleb look back at Eleanor. His voice in her head again. "He knows what they did." Mr. Carter suddenly speak loud, shaking. No, I didn't do it. I was not even born." Caleb stepped closer slowly. His feet make no sound. He raise his hand and point at Mr. Carter. Then Caleb speak with real mouth this time. His voice was dry like burned paper. He said, "Your family did." Mr. Carter face become white. He whisper, "My family?" Caleb nod slowly. He say, "Carter family. They locked me." Eleanor look at Mr. Carter. Her eyes wide. "Mr. Carter, is this true?" Mr. Carter eyes fill with tears. He whisper, "My grandfather, yes. He was town leader. He was on school board. Mr. Carter cannot finish. Caleb stepped closer again. He say, "They said I was dangerous." Eleanor whisper, "Why they said that?" Caleb look at her. He whisper, "Because I saw them." Eleanor heart beat fast. Saw them doing what? Caleb mouth open slowly, and he speak words that make Eleanor blood freeze. He said, "They took children." Silence. Heavy silence. Eleanor feel like air gone from room. Mr. Carter start crying quietly. Caleb continue. "They hide them. They hurt them. Then they erase their names." Eleanor whisper, "Where?" Caleb turn his head toward the wall photos. He point at them. "Inside pictures." Eleanor eyes wide. "What do you mean inside pictures?" Caleb stepped closer to wall photos. He touched one frame. And suddenly the photo inside move. Like film playing. Eleanor gasp. She see inside photo, children standing in line. Then she see the empty space. And suddenly, a child appear in that empty space. Not Caleb. Another child. A little girl. She looked scared. She was crying inside photo. She was trapped inside it. She bang on the glass from inside, like it is window. Eleanor scream. She stepped back. The photo stopped moving again. Like nothing happened. Eleanor breathing hard. Her mind cannot understand. Caleb look at Eleanor. He whisper, "They trapped them." "Like me." Eleanor whisper, "So you are not only one." Caleb nods slowly. "There are many." Mr. Carter whisper, "Jesus." Eleanor look around Jim. She see many photos. Hundreds. Eleanor whisper, "So each photo has trapped child?" Caleb whisper, "Yes. Each one is stolen." Eleanor start crying. This was beyond horror. This was evil. Then Caleb turn his head slowly. He look at Eleanor with black eyes. And he say something that make Eleanor heart stop. He said, "Now you will join them." Eleanor stepped back fast. "No. I came to help you." Caleb's voice become louder. He say, "Not me. Him." The gym lights suddenly flicker. But there was no electricity. Still, the lantern flame flicker like crazy. The air become freezing. Eleanor breath become smoke. Mr. Carter grab Eleanor arm. He whisper, "We must leave." But the gym door slam shut by itself. Bam! Eleanor scream. Mr. Carter run to door and pull handle. "Locked." He shout, "It's locked." Eleanor looked back. Caleb was still standing there. But now behind Caleb, there was a tall shadow rising. Like black smoke. Slowly growing bigger. The tall shadow face appear. The same face from photograph. Long mouth. Sharp teeth. Wide smile. And eyes like empty holes. It leaned down close to Caleb's head like it was whispering to him. Caleb's face become blank. Like he not in control anymore. Then the shadow speak. Not inside head. Real voice. Deep voice. Like old radio static. It say, "One more face." Eleanor cover her ears. Mr. Carter scream, "What is that?" Caleb slowly turned toward Eleanor. His black eyes were now darker. And his mouth open. But voice was not Caleb's voice now. It was shadow voice speaking through Caleb. It said, "You looked. Now you belong." Eleanor start shaking badly. She pull photograph from her pocket. She scream, "Stop. Leave me alone." The shadow laugh. The laugh sound like broken glass. Then the wall photos start shaking. Frames start rattling. And from inside photos, Eleanor hear faint screams. Children voices. Crying. Begging. The gym become alive with pain. Eleanor cry. Mr. Carter fall on knees. He whisper prayers. Then the shadow stretch long arm toward Eleanor. The arm was not normal. It was like smoke hand. It touched the air near Eleanor's face. Eleanor felt cold burning on her skin. Like frostbite. Then Caleb stepped forward. Slow. Dead. Like puppet. And Caleb whispered with shadow voice. Put the photo on the floor. Eleanor shake head. No. The shadow scream louder. Put it down. Eleanor body shake. Her hands move without control. She slowly place photograph on floor. The shadow smile grow wider. Then the photograph on floor start moving. The paper curl. The image inside start changing again. Eleanor watch in horror. In the photo, Caleb's face become clearer. And the shadow face behind him become bigger. And now, in the photo, Eleanor saw herself again. But this time, her eyes were black too. Like Caleb. Like shadow. Eleanor screamed and jumped back. Mr. Carter grabbed the photo and tried to rip it. But the paper was hard like metal. It did not tear. Mr. Carter screamed. Why it not ripping? The shadow laugh again. Then it whisper. Photos don't break. They only grow. Then suddenly, the stage curtain behind Caleb opened fully. And Eleanor saw something behind it. A big wall. Covered in photographs. Thousands of them. All faces. All school years. And in center of that wall was one huge photo. Bigger than all. It was the oldest school photo. And in that big photo, there was a whole row of children. But every face was scratched out. Every face erased. Only one face was clear. Caleb Rowen. Caleb's face was looking straight. And under the photo, words were written. In black paint. It said, "We will be seen." Eleanor fall backward. Her mind breaking. Then Caleb stepped close to her. He bent down and whispered into her ear. His voice now soft again. Caleb voice. Not shadow. He whisper. Run, before he takes your name too. Eleanor look at Caleb. Tears falling. She whisper, Caleb, help us. Caleb eyes show pain. He whisper, I can't stop him, but I can show you where it started. Then Caleb point to a trapdoor on gym floor. A wooden square. Almost invisible. He whisper, under the gym. Mr. Carter crawl toward trapdoor fast. He push it open. A cold wind blow up from it, like grave air. Mr. Carter shout, there is tunnel. Eleanor look at Caleb again. Caleb whisper, go, now. The shadows scream in anger. The wall photos shake harder. The screams become louder. Eleanor and Mr. Carter jump into trapdoor. They climb down into darkness. And behind them, the trapdoor slams shut. Bam! Now they were in underground tunnel. Cold. Dark. Smelling like earth. Mr. Carter hold Eleanor hand. They run forward in tunnel. And behind them, they hear the shadow voice echoing through ground. It said, you can't escape the picture. Eleanor run faster. Her breath burning. And in her pocket, she still feel the photograph. Like it was alive. Like it was breathing. And now she understands something horrible. This was not just about Caleb. This was not just one student. This was a system. A trap. A machine that steals faces and names. And the school was not school. It was a place that eats children. And now Eleanor and Mr. Carter were inside its stomach. Eleanor and Mr. Carter run inside the underground tunnel. The tunnel was very narrow. Walls were wet stone. Ceiling was low. They had to bend their head. Their shoes slip in mud. And the air smelled like old water, old dust, and something rotten. Eleanor breathing fast. Her heart was beating crazy. She held her lantern tight, but the flame was shaking like it scared too. Mr. Carter was in front. He was holding Eleanor's hand and pulling her forward. He whispered, don't stop. Don't stop. Eleanor nodded, but she was almost crying. Behind them, they still hear that deep voice echoing. Not loud now, but still there, like it was following them through the earth. You can't escape the picture. The voice was like radio static, like broken speaker. Eleanor whispered, Mr. Carter, where this tunnel go? Mr. Carter voice shaking. I don't know. I swear I don't know. They keep running. Then Eleanor hears something else. Footsteps. Not their footsteps. Other footsteps. Behind them. Slow steps. Heavy steps. Like someone walking calm. Like someone not rushing, because they know you can't escape. Eleanor turned her head. Darkness behind them. Nothing visible. But she can hear the steps. Step, step, step. Eleanor whispered, something is coming. Mr. Carter looked back for 1 second. His face become pale. He whispered, run faster. Eleanor's legs hurt. Her lungs burn. But she push herself. Because she know if they stop, they die. After few minutes, the tunnel split into two paths. Left path was smaller. Right path was bigger. Mr. Carter stopped for 1 second. He looked confused. He whispered, "Which one?" Eleanor looked at both paths. She feel panic. Then she hear whisper inside her head. Not deep voice. Not shadow voice. It was Caleb voice again. Soft and broken. "Right." Eleanor freeze. She whisper, "Caleb?" Caleb whisper again. "Right, go right." Eleanor grabbed Mr. Carter's sleeve. "Right side. Go right." Mr. Carter hesitate. "How you know?" Eleanor did not explain. She just push him. They run into right tunnel. The tunnel become wider. And after some distance, they start seeing wooden supports on walls. Like this tunnel was made by humans long time ago. Eleanor noticed carvings on the wood. Strange marks. Symbols. Like circles with lines. Like eyes. Eleanor touched one symbol with finger. It was carved deep. And the wood around it looked burned. Mr. Carter whispered, "My grandfather told me once, there are tunnels under this town." Eleanor whispered, "Why tunnels?" Mr. Carter answered, "For secret meetings. For moving things. For hiding things." Eleanor feels sick. Hiding what? Children? Bodies? Photos? They keep going. Then suddenly the tunnel end. There was a wooden ladder going up. Above the ladder, there was a trapdoor. Mr. Carter stopped and listened. Silence. No voices. No footsteps. Only dripping water. Mr. Carter whispered, "We go up slow." Eleanor nodded. Mr. Carter climbed first. The ladder was old and creaking. He pushed trapdoor slightly. A little light come inside. Not sunlight. Candle light. Mr. Carter opened it slowly and look out. Then he freeze. Eleanor whisper, "What you see?" Mr. Carter whisper back, "Church." Eleanor blink. "Church?" Mr. Carter climb up fully. Eleanor follow. She climb out. And she see it. They were inside a church basement. A small basement room under the town church. There were wooden beams. Old boxes. And shelves full of dusty books. Candle light was coming from one side. Eleanor looked around. The place was quiet. But the air feel heavy. Like the basement is holding secrets. Mr. Carter whisper, "This is St. Mary Church." Eleanor recognized the name. That is the biggest church in town. The same church where Principal Pierce meet Reverend. Eleanor feel fear. So the tunnel from school leads to church. That means church is part of this. The town leaders are part of this. Eleanor whisper, "So this is all connected." Mr. Carter nods slowly. His face full of shock. Then Eleanor hears something. A voice upstairs. Two men talking. Their voice muffled, but clear enough. One voice was old. It was Reverend voice. Reverend Crenshaw. He say, "The girl is becoming a problem." Another voice answer. A deeper voice. Principal Pierce. He say, "She saw the photograph." Reverend say, "Then she is marked." Principal Pierce say, "Yes." And the watcher is hungry. Eleanor cover her mouth. Mr. Carter eyes wide. They both hide behind shelf. They listen. Reverend Crenshaw voice become angry. "We warned you. We warned you every year. Do not hire outsider teacher." Principal Pierce say, "I did not choose her. The town board forced it." Reverend say, "Now she is inside the story. And once someone is inside, we cannot erase them easily." Eleanor feel her blood cold. Erase them? Like Caleb? Like the children? Principal Pierce whisper, "What do we do now?" Reverend answer, "We do what we always do." There was silence. Then Reverend say slowly, "We feed it." Eleanor almost scream. She cover her mouth harder. Mr. Carter face look like he will faint. Reverend continue, "The watcher is restless. It wants new face, new memory, new name. If we don't give it, it will take on its own." Principal Pierce whisper, "And it will expose us." Reverend say, "Yes. It will show the photographs to outsiders. It will make them talk. It will make them remember." Eleanor eyes fill with tears. So this is true. This is real evil. Reverend Crenshaw say, "Bring the girl to the school tonight." Principal Pierce hesitate. "She is not child." Reverend reply, "Watcher does not care. It eats face, not age. It eats identity." Eleanor body shake. Then Reverend voice become low. "And what about Daniel Carter? He is missing." Principal Pierce say, "Maybe he ran away." Reverend laugh. "He did not run away. He is weak man. He is hiding." Principal Pierce say, "We should find him too." Reverend answer, "Yes. If he is with her, then both are needed." Eleanor feel Mr. Carter hand tremble. Mr. Carter whisper silently, "Oh God, they want kill us." Eleanor nod slowly. Then Reverend say something that hit harder. He said, "The photograph must be returned." Principal Pierce ask, "What photograph?" Reverend answer, "The new one. The one with Caleb. If she keeps it, the watcher will keep growing." Eleanor realize. They talking about the photo inside her coat pocket. That photo is key. If they get it, they control the watcher. If Eleanor keep it, maybe she can stop them. Or maybe it will destroy her. Reverend say, "Tonight, we do it in the school basement. Same place. Same door. Same ritual." Principal Pierce whisper, "Yes, Reverend." Then footsteps move away upstairs. The voices disappear. Silence again. Eleanor and Mr. Carter stay still for few seconds. Eleanor breathing hard. Then Mr. Carter whisper, "We must leave now." Eleanor whisper, "But how? If we go outside, they will see us." Mr. Carter look around basement. Then he see another door. A small door behind boxes. He walked to it slowly. He opened it a little. It lead to another hallway. Mr. Carter whisper, "This door lead to graveyard side. We can escape." Eleanor nod. They move carefully. But as they walk, Eleanor eyes catch something on table. A big book. A leather book. It was open. And inside there were names. Many names. Like list. Eleanor stepped closer. Mr. Carter whisper, "Don't touch." But Eleanor could not stop herself. She looked at the list. Names were written in neat handwriting. And beside each name, there was a date. Then Eleanor see a word next to some names. Removed. And another word. Erased. Eleanor swallow. She flip page slowly. And she see it. Her own name. Eleanor Marsh. Next to it, today's date. And next to her name, written in red ink. Next. Eleanor gasp. She cover her mouth. Mr. Carter come close. He see it too. He whisper, "They planned it already." Eleanor whisper, "They're going to erase me tonight." Mr. Carter grab Eleanor arm. "Come. We go now." Eleanor nod. They rush to small door and step out. Outside was behind church. The graveyard. Snow covering graves. Old stones. The moonlight make it look like white sea. Eleanor and Mr. Carter run across graves quietly. Their breath visible. They reach graveyard gate. They stop behind big tree and listen. No one following. Mr. Carter whisper, "We must leave town tonight." Eleanor shake head. "No, we can't just leave." Mr. Carter look at her. "Are you crazy? They will kill us." Eleanor eyes full of anger. "They will keep doing it. They will keep taking children. They will keep erasing people." Mr. Carter whisper, "We can go police." Eleanor laugh bitter. "Police is part of them." Mr. Carter silent. Then Eleanor take the photograph out slowly. She show him again. Mr. Carter look at it with fear. Eleanor whisper, "This photo is proof. This is evidence." Mr. Carter whisper, "Or this is curse." Eleanor whisper, "Both." Then Eleanor remember something Caleb said. "Go right. Caleb helped them. Caleb is not fully evil. He is trapped. Maybe Caleb wants to stop Watcher too." Eleanor whisper, "Caleb is victim. But Watcher is using him." Mr. Carter nods slowly. "Yes." Eleanor look at church windows. She see candle light upstairs. Reverend is still there. Principal is still there. They planning. Eleanor whisper, "We must stop ritual tonight." Mr. Carter eyes widen. "Stop ritual? How?" Eleanor take deep breath. She say, "We break the photo." Mr. Carter shake head. "It doesn't tear." Eleanor whisper, "Then we burn it." Mr. Carter freeze. "Burn it?" Eleanor nod. "Yes. If photo is door, then burn door." Mr. Carter whisper, "But what if burning releases it?" Eleanor hesitate. "That is true. What if Watcher comes out fully?" Eleanor mind spinning. Then she remember the metal door shaking. The thing behind it. Maybe Watcher is already half free. Maybe photo is holding it. Maybe burning photo will break prison. Eleanor whisper, "I don't know." Mr. Carter whisper, "Then we need different plan." Eleanor stare at graveyard. Then she see something. One gravestone near tree. It had a name. Caleb H. Rowen. Eleanor freeze. She walked toward it slowly. Mr. Carter follow. Eleanor kneel down. The grave looked old. The stone was cracked. The letters were faded. But name was there. So Caleb has grave. But Caleb is not resting. Eleanor whisper, "Why he is grave if he was erased?" Mr. Carter whisper, "Maybe it is fake grave." To stop questions. Eleanor touched the stone, and suddenly she feel cold again. A deep cold. And she hear whisper inside her head. Caleb voice. Not my grave. Eleanor whisper, Caleb? Where is your real body? Caleb voice whisper. Under school, under door. Eleanor eyes widen. Mr. Carter whisper. What you saying? Eleanor look at him. She whisper. Caleb body is still under school. Mr. Carter face become pale. That means he is bound to that place. Eleanor nod. Then Caleb whisper again. Bring light. Eleanor whisper, light? Caleb whisper. Fire. Eleanor understand. Caleb is telling her. Fire is needed. Fire can end it. Or free it. Or both. Eleanor stand up slowly. She look at Mr. Carter. Her voice shaking but strong. Tonight we go back. Mr. Carter shake head. No, no. Eleanor say yes. We go back. We open that metal door. We find Caleb body. We burn what is inside. We end this. Mr. Carter whisper. That will kill us. Eleanor whisper. If we don't do it, we die anyway. Mr. Carter silent. Then he nods slowly. Okay. We go. Eleanor look at the photo again. The tall shadow face was still smiling. Like it was enjoying all of this. Then Eleanor noticed something new. In the photo, the shadow face was closer. Closer to camera. And in the bottom corner of photo, there was new writing. Not written by hand. It was appearing like blood ink. It said, Tonight. Eleanor whisper, It knows. Mr. Carter whisper, Yes, it knows. And both of them realize one horrible truth. They are not hunting the monster. The monster is guiding them, leading them back to the school. Because it wants something. And tonight, it will either be freed, or it will be fed. Night come fast. Snow was falling heavy now. The whole town looked like it was sleeping. But Eleanor knew town was not sleeping. Town was preparing. Eleanor and Mr. Carter hide behind trees near schoolyard. They were watching the school building. It was dark, but one light was on. Basement window light. Small orange glow. Like candle fire. Eleanor whisper, They're already there. Mr. Carter nods slowly. His hands were shaking. He was holding a small bottle of kerosene. Eleanor had matches. They also had a small iron bar. Not big weapon, but better than nothing. Mr. Carter whisper, We still can run away. Eleanor shake head. No. If we run, they will find us. And more kids will suffer. Mr. Carter closed his eyes for a second. Then he nod. Okay. We do it. They move slowly toward back entrance of school. Eleanor know this entrance. Teachers use it sometimes. The door was locked, but Mr. Carter use iron bar and push. The old lock crack. The door open with soft creak. They enter. Inside hallway was black. Only moonlight coming from windows. The school smelled different at night. It smelled like wetwood and old smoke. Eleanor lantern was off. They didn't want anyone to see light. They walked quietly. Every step sound like gunshot in silence. Eleanor whisper, Basement door is near kitchen. They reached kitchen. The basement door was there. And it was open. Wide open. Like somebody waiting for them. Eleanor heart drop. Mr. Carter whisper, This is trap. Eleanor whisper, Yes, but we have no choice. They go downstairs. The basement was lit by candles. Many candles. The light flicker on stone walls. And in center of basement, there was a circle. A circle made from salt and ash. Inside circle, there were old photographs. Hundreds of photographs placed on ground. All facing upward. Like eyes. Eleanor feels sick. And in middle of circle, there was the new photograph. The one Eleanor took from darkroom. It was placed like a crown. Like the most important. Eleanor whisper, They got it. Mr. Carter whisper, How? Eleanor stomach twist. Maybe they knew all time. Maybe Caleb wanted them to bring it back. Then Eleanor hear voices. Men voices. Coming from the shadows. They step out slowly. Principal Pierce. Reverend Crenshaw. And 4 other men. Town council men. Old rich families. Their faces were serious. No emotion. Like they doing normal job. Principal Pierce look at Eleanor. He say, Miss Marsh. You came. Eleanor stepped back slightly. Mr. Carter hold the iron bar tighter. Reverend Crenshaw smile. But it was not friendly smile. It was smile like snake. He say, We knew you will come back. The watcher always brings them back. Eleanor shout, You people are sick. Reverend raise eyebrow. He speak calm. Language Miss Marsh. This is holy work. Eleanor almost laugh. Holy? You steal children. You trap them. Reverend Crenshaw's face become angry. He stepped forward. He say, "We don't steal. We protect the town." Eleanor scream, "Protect from what?" Reverend point to the metal door. That metal door was behind them. Same door Eleanor saw before. The door was shaking slightly, like something breathing behind it. Reverend say slowly, "From that." Eleanor look at the door. Her whole body cold. Mr. Carter whisper, "The thing is inside." Principal Pierce speak. "That thing was here before all of us. Before church. Before school." One man with gray beard stepped forward. He say, "Our grandfathers found it. They found it under this land." Another man say, "It was hungry. It was killing people." Reverend Crenshaw lift his hands like preacher. He say, "So they made deal." Eleanor blink. "Deal?" Reverend nod. He say, "The watcher wanted faces. Names. Memories. It wanted identity." Eleanor whisper, "So you feed it?" Reverend smile again. "Yes. We feed it so it stays sleeping." Eleanor scream, "You feed it children." Reverend voice become cold. "Better few children than whole town." Eleanor eyes fill with rage. She shout, "You are monsters." Then Reverend Crenshaw walk closer. He stop only few feet away. His eyes look dead. He whisper, "And now you understand why Caleb Rowen was dangerous." Eleanor freeze. Reverend continue, "Caleb was the first one who escaped the circle. He was the first one who could move between photographs. He became half human, half memory." Eleanor whisper, "Because of Watcher." Principal Pierce nods slowly. "Yes. Caleb became infected by it." Eleanor look at the photographs on ground. She whisper, "So Caleb is not only ghost, he is part of the curse." Reverend Crenshaw say, "Caleb was meant to be food. But he refused to disappear." Eleanor whisper, "So you locked him in that metal room?" Reverend nod. "Yes. We trapped him down here. But he never stopped trying." Eleanor shake head. "And now he is using me." Reverend smile. "Exactly." Eleanor feel tears. She whisper, "Why you hire me then? Why bring outsider?" Principal Pierce speak softly. "We didn't. The town board needed new teacher. You were chosen because you had no family here. Nobody will search too hard." Eleanor mouth open. Her body shake. "So they planned this. From beginning. They used her like sacrifice." Mr. Carter suddenly shout, "Leave her alone." All men turn toward him. Reverend look at Mr. Carter. His face change. Now it show disgust. He say, "Daniel Carter, you should have stayed quiet like your father did." Mr. Carter voice shake. "My father was evil." Reverend laugh. "Your father was loyal. He did what was needed." Mr. Carter shout, "He trapped Caleb. He helped you." Reverend nod slowly. "Yes. And because of that, your family stayed powerful." Mr. Carter looks sick. Eleanor whisper, "Mr. Carter, your family was part of this for a long time." Mr. Carter nod, crying, "I didn't know. I swear." Reverend clapped slowly. Very emotional. But useless. Then Reverend turned to Principal. He say, "Bring the girl into circle." Principal Pierce step forward. He pull out a rope. Eleanor step back fast. "No." Mr. Carter raise iron bar. "Don't come close." One councilman pull gun. He point at Mr. Carter. "Drop it." Mr. Carter freeze. His hands shaking. Eleanor scream, "Stop. Don't hurt him." Reverend raise his hand. The gunman lower gun a little. Reverend say calmly, "We don't want violence. Violence brings attention." Then Reverend look at Eleanor. He whisper, "Miss Marsh, you can make this easy." Eleanor spit words. "Go to hell." Reverend smile. Then he say softly, "Then we do it hard way." Two men step forward and grab Eleanor arms. Eleanor scream and fight. She kick. She bite. But they were strong. They drag her toward the circle. Eleanor see the photographs on ground. All those trapped faces. All those erased children. She feel like she walking into grave. Mr. Carter rush forward. He swing iron bar and hit one man in head. The man fall down with groan. The other man punch Mr. Carter in stomach. Mr. Carter fall. Eleanor scream, "No." Principal Pierce hit Mr. Carter with stick. Mr. Carter fall to floor. Reverend look down at him. He say, "You were always weak, Daniel." Then Reverend look at Eleanor. She is the chosen now. Eleanor cry. She scream, "Caleb. Caleb, help me." Silence. No answer. Only candles flicker. Only the metal door shaking. Reverend push Eleanor inside the circle. Salt line burn under her shoes. Like it was alive. Eleanor feel dizzy. like her mind is getting pulled. Then she hear whispers. Many whispers. Children whispers. From photographs. Begging. Crying. Eleanor fall on knees. Her head spin. Reverend stand outside circle. He raise a book. A black book. Old. He start reading. Not Latin. Not English. Some old language. The words sound like wind. Like insect noise. The candle's flames turn blue. Eleanor scream. Her body start shaking. The photographs on ground start moving. The faces inside them start turning. Looking at her. All those eyes. All those trapped souls. Then the metal door behind Reverend starts shaking harder. Bang. 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 The door bolts shake. Dust fall from ceiling. Reverend continue reading louder. His voice echo in basement. Eleanor feel like her skin is crawling. Then she hear Caleb voice again. Not in head. Real voice. From darkness. Stop. Everyone freeze. The candles flicker wildly. The temperature drop. Breath become fog. A shadow move from corner. And Caleb step out. He was standing there, burned face, black eyes. But he looked different now. He looked stronger. Like he was solid. Like he had more power. Reverend whisper, Caleb. Caleb stare at Reverend. His voice was angry. You promised me. Reverend smile slowly. I promised you nothing. You are mistake. Caleb stepped closer. The salt line on floor begin to crack. Like it was breaking. Reverend eyes widen. He whisper, no, no, stay back. Caleb look at Eleanor inside circle. He see her crying. He whisper, they want to erase you. Eleanor cry, Caleb please. Caleb turn back to Reverend. He whisper, you used me. Reverend raise book again and shout words. The salt line glow red. Caleb stop moving. Like invisible wall hit him. He shake like he is in pain. Reverend shout, you belong to the Watcher. Caleb scream. His screams sound like radio static. Then Caleb face twist. For a second, Eleanor saw two faces in Caleb. One was boy face. One was shadow face. The Watcher. It was inside him. Fighting. Then Caleb fall on knees. Reverend laugh. He shout, see? You can't fight it. You are just door. Caleb breathe hard. Then he look at Eleanor again. And he whisper, then I will open the door for all. Eleanor blink. What? Caleb suddenly stand up and run toward the metal door. Reverend scream, stop him. Men run toward Caleb. But Caleb touched the metal door with both hands. And he scream loud. Take me back. The metal door explode open. Bang. The bolts fly. The door swing wide. And a black wind blast out. All candles go out. Darkness cover everything. Eleanor scream. Mr. Carter scream. Men shout. And then, the Watcher came out. It was not full body. It was like smoke creature. Tall. Very tall. Touching ceiling. With long arms like shadows. Its face was huge smile. Eyes like empty holes. And when it move, it sound like thousands of photos tearing. The Watcher look around slowly. Then it speak. Its voice was deep. Like many voices together. Feed. Reverend Crenshaw fall on knees. He shout, no. Stay back. We gave you enough. Watcher turn its head toward Reverend. It smile wider. It whisper, you gave, but you also hid. Then the Watcher stretch arm and grab Reverend. Reverend scream like animal. The Watcher pull him inside darkness. And Reverend face start fading. Like ink washed away. His eyes disappear. His mouth disappear. His skin become blank like paper. Reverend scream louder. Then suddenly, his scream stop. He drop on floor. Alive but empty. His face was smooth. No nose. No eyes. No mouth. Just blank skin. Eleanor scream in horror. One council man try to run. Watcher catch him. Same thing happen. His face erase. Then the Watcher look at Principal Pierce. Principal Pierce shake. He whisper, please. I served. Watcher whisper. You served. But you remember too much. Watcher grab Principal. Principal scream. His face melt like photo burning. Then he fall down with blank face too. Eleanor crying hard. Mr. Carter crawl toward her. He scream, Eleanor. Get out of circle. Eleanor try to move, but her legs feel stuck. The salt line was glowing. Holding her. Then the Watcher turn its head slowly toward Eleanor. It stare at her. It smile widen. It whisper. New face. Eleanor scream, and oh. Mr. Carter try to pull her. But he cannot cross salt line. It burn his hands. Mr. Carter cry. He shout, please. Please. Then Caleb crawled toward Eleanor. He was shaking badly. His body was half smoke now. He whispered, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry." Eleanor cried, "Caleb, stop it." Caleb looked at her, tears of black liquid coming from his eyes. He whispered, "I didn't want this, but they forced me. They made me hungry too." Watch her move closer. The darkness around it swallowed the basement. Eleanor could barely see, only its smile visible. Then Caleb suddenly grabbed the new photograph from floor. He held it like weapon, and he screamed, "Take this instead." He threw the photograph into the watcher. The photograph hit the shadow like paper hitting fire. And suddenly, the photograph started glowing, bright white, like flash camera. Boom! A loud sound. The whole basement shake. The photographs on floor start burning. Not with normal fire. With white fire. Like memory fire. All trapped children voices scream together. But not pain scream. Freedom scream. Then one by one, the photographs crack. Glass shatter. Paper curl. And faces inside photos start escaping like smoke. White smoke. Light smoke. They rise up into air. Like souls. The watcher scream. Its smile disappear. Now its face look angry. It try to grab the escaping souls. But it cannot. The salt circle break. The floor shake. The basement ceiling crack. Eleanor scream. Mr. Carter grab her and pull her out. He pull her away from circle. Eleanor fall into his arms. They both crawl toward stairs. Behind them, the watcher was screaming like storm. The basement was collapsing. Wood falling. Stone cracking. The metal door slamming. And Caleb was standing in middle of chaos. His body was half light, half shadow. He looked at Eleanor, and he whispered one last time, "Don't forget me." Eleanor cry, "Caleb, come with us." Caleb shake head slowly. He smile sadly. He whisper, "I can't. I am the picture." Then Caleb turned toward watcher. He step into it. Like sacrifice. The watcher screamed louder. Then suddenly, everything flashed bright. A huge white flash. Like camera flash. And then silence. Eleanor and Mr. Carter run upstairs. They push basement door open. They fall into hallway. They run outside into snow. And behind them, the school buildings shake. Windows break. Roof crack. And the basement light explode. Then the school become quiet again. Snow falling softly. Eleanor fall on ground, breathing hard. Mr. Carter also fall. They both look at school. And they realize, it is not over. Because from one broken window, Eleanor saw something. A single photograph paper floating out. Slowly flying in snow wind. It land on ground near her. Eleanor crawled to it. Her hands shaking. She picked it up. It was class photograph. But now, Caleb was not there. The gap was empty again. But Eleanor's face was now slightly blurred. Like she was starting to disappear. Mr. Carter whispered in fear. "Eleanor, your face." Eleanor touched her cheek. She whispered, "I feel cold." Then she looked at the photo again. And she see small writing at bottom. New writing. Black ink. It said, "Not finished." Eleanor start crying. Because she understand. Watcher is not dead. Maybe Caleb stopped it for now. But the curse is still alive. And now, it has Eleanor's name. Snow was falling all night. Eleanor and Mr. Carter did not go home. They could not. Because home did not feel safe anymore. The whole town did not feel safe. They were sitting inside Mr. Carter's old truck, parked far from the school. The engine was off. Only heater working sometimes. Eleanor was holding that last photograph in her hands. Her fingers were shaking. Her face on photo was blurred. Not fully gone, but like the picture was eating her slowly. Mr. Carter kept looking at her again and again, like he was scared she will vanish in front of his eyes. He whispered, "Eleanor, we should leave town right now." Eleanor swallowed hard. She whispered, "I don't think we can." Mr. Carter looked confused. "What you mean?" Eleanor pointed outside. The road. The road was covered in snow, but she could still see something. Old footprints. Many footprints. Leading around the truck. Not human footprints. Too long. Too thin. Like claws dragged on snow. Mr. Carter's eyes widened. He whispered, "It followed us." Eleanor nodded. She breathed out slowly. The air inside truck felt heavy. Then Eleanor looked at her hands. There was something on her skin. A small black mark. Like ink stain. On her wrist. It was shaped like a small eye. The same eye symbol she saw inside tunnel. Eleanor whispered, "It marked me." Mr. Carter whispered, "We need police." Eleanor shake head. Police is part of them, or they will not believe. Mr. Carter hit steering wheel softly. What do we do then? Eleanor stay quiet. She look at the photograph again. She remember Caleb words. Don't forget me. Eleanor whisper. Caleb saved us, but he trapped himself. Mr. Carter whisper. He sacrificed. Eleanor nod. Then she suddenly realized something. She open her bag and take out the school yearbook. The old one she found in storage. She flip pages fast. She stop at the class photo again. The one with missing student. The empty space. She compare it with the photograph she is holding now. And then she saw it. Something small. A detail. In the new photo, in the background behind the students, there was a reflection in the classroom window. A tall shadow. And beside the shadow, a smaller shadow. A child's shadow. Eleanor whisper, Caleb is still there. Mr. Carter lean close. He whisper, that's him, he is trapped inside reflection. Eleanor feel tears in her eyes. So Caleb is not gone. He is still stuck. But not in the school now. He is stuck in the photograph world. And if Eleanor is fading, then she is being pulled inside too. Mr. Carter whisper, Eleanor, you need hospital. Eleanor laughed softly, but it was sad laugh. Hospital can't fix this. Mr. Carter look at her face. Your eyes look tired, like you didn't sleep for weeks. Eleanor touched her own face. It felt normal. But inside she felt hollow, like part of her memory was missing. She tried to remember her childhood home. She tried to remember her mother's face. But it was getting hard, like fog covering her mind. Eleanor whisper, it's taking my memories first. Mr. Carter whisper, then we must stop it fast. Eleanor nod. She look outside again. Snow still falling. Town lights far away. Everything quiet. But then, they hear church bell. One bell. Then two. Then three. Mr. Carter whisper, why bell at night? Eleanor heart start beating faster. Because she remembers something. In basement list, her name was written as next. And Reverend said ritual tonight. But Reverend is gone now. Principal is gone now. So who is ringing bell? The bell ring again. Fourth time. Fifth. Sixth. Then it stop. Silence. Eleanor whisper, they are calling people. Mr. Carter whisper, but the leaders are dead. Eleanor swallow. Not all. Mr. Carter start the truck engine. We leave now. Right now. Eleanor nod quickly. Mr. Carter drive away. Snow made road slippery. But he didn't care. He drove fast. They passed houses. Dark windows. No people. Then suddenly, Eleanor saw something. In many windows, there were faces. People standing inside. Watching. Not moving. Just staring. Like statues. Old men. Old women. Young people. Even kids. All watching the truck pass. Eleanor whisper, they know. Mr. Carter voice shake. They are awake. Eleanor gripped the photo hard. She whisper, it's like whole town is controlled. Mr. Carter drive faster. They reached the main road out of town. The big sign that said, welcome to Gray Oak Hollow. Mr. Carter whisper, finally. He pushed gas pedal. Truck moved forward. But then, the engine suddenly cough. The headlights flicker. The radio turn on by itself. Static sound fill the truck. Eleanor scream, no, no, no. The truck stop. Dead. Mr. Carter hit steering wheel. Come on. Static become louder. Then from the radio, a voice speak. That same deep voice. That old voice. The watcher. It say slowly, you can't leave until you are taken. Eleanor cover her ears. Mr. Carter shout, shut up. The radio volume increase on its own. The voice continue. Your face is already mine. Eleanor look at side mirror. And she freeze. Behind the truck. The road was not empty anymore. There was the school building. Right behind them. Like they never left. Eleanor scream, how? Mr. Carter turn around and look through back window. His face turned white. It followed us. The school is following us. Eleanor heart pound. This is not normal. This is not real. It was like they were stuck in a loop. Like town is a photo. A trapped photo. Mr. Carter whisper. We are inside its world now. Eleanor realized something. She looked down at the photograph in her hands. The photograph was changing. Slowly. The faces of students were turning. Smiling wider. Eyes darker. And Eleanor's blurred face was becoming clearer. But not her real face. It was like someone was drawing a new face over hers. A stranger face. A blank face. Eleanor screamed. It's rewriting me. Mr. Carter grabbed the photo. He tried to rip it, but it still did not tear. He threw it on dashboard. Eleanor whisper, "Fire, we need fire." Mr. Carter look at kerosene bottle. He nod fast. He open bottle and pour some kerosene on the photo. Eleanor take match and light it. The flame touched the paper. At first nothing happened. Then suddenly, the photo burned fast. But not normal burning. It burned with white flame again. The truck shake. The radio scream static. And outside, the school building shake too. Like it was connected. The watcher voice become angry. "Stop! Stop! Stop!" Eleanor cover her mouth. The photo burning made loud whisper sounds. Like many voices crying. Children voices. Old voices. Caleb voice too. Eleanor whisper, "Caleb, please." The photo burned more. And then, a scream came from outside. Not from radio. Not from human. It was the watcher's scream. The air become cold. The truck windows freeze. Mr. Carter shout, "Keep burning. Keep burning." Eleanor stare at flame. Her eyes water. Her breathing heavy. Then suddenly, inside the flame, she saw something. A classroom. A real classroom. And inside it, Caleb was standing. Not burned now. Not scary now. He looked like a normal boy. Maybe 15 years old. He was wearing old school uniform. He looked sad, but peaceful. He looked at Eleanor and smiled softly. Eleanor whisper, "Caleb." Caleb mouth move. No sound, but Eleanor understood his lips. He said, "Thank you." Then behind Caleb, Eleanor saw many children. Dozens. All those erased students. They were standing together. And their faces were coming back. Their names were coming back. They were becoming real again. Then Caleb lift his hand and point behind them. And Eleanor saw something terrifying. A giant dark wall. A huge shadow face. The watcher. But now it looked weak. Like it was shrinking. Because the photo was burning. Caleb point again. He was warning. Eleanor suddenly understand. If the photo burned fully, the watcher will not just die. It will be released. Because the photo was also a cage. A prison. Eleanor scream, "Wait!" Mr. Carter shout, "What?" Eleanor grabbed the photo quickly. She tried to put flame out. But it was too late. The flame already ate most of it. Only small corner left. The truck shake violently. Snow outside fly like storm. The road split open. A black smoke rise from ground. The watcher voice scream louder than ever. "You can't erase me." The last piece of photo burned into ash. And then, everything went silent. The truck lights went off. The radio died. No static. Nothing. Eleanor and Mr. Carter sit frozen. Their breathing was loud. Their hearts were pounding. Mr. Carter whispered, "Did we win?" Eleanor didn't answer. She was staring at her hands. The black eye mark on her wrist was gone. Her memories feel clearer now. She could remember her mother face again. She could remember her childhood home. Eleanor whispered, "I feel normal." Mr. Carter whispered, "Maybe it's finished." Then suddenly, they heard something behind them. A soft sound, like paper moving. Eleanor turned slowly. On the back seat, there was a new photograph. A fresh photograph. Not burned. Not damaged. Like it was printed right now. Eleanor's stomach dropped. Mr. Carter whispered, "No, no." Eleanor picked it up with shaking hands. It was a class photo. But not old class. It was new. It looked modern. And Eleanor was inside it. Standing in the middle. Smiling. But her smile was not her smile. Her eyes were too dark. And beside her, there was Caleb. Standing like normal boy. But his eyes were empty. Like doll. At the back of photo, a sentence was written. Not ink. Not pencil. It was like scratch. It said, "You set us free." Eleanor whisper, "Free?" Mr. Carter voice shake. "What does that mean?" Eleanor heart was sinking. She understood now. The watcher was not dead. It was never dead. It was only trapped inside photos. And now, they burned the cage. Now it can go anywhere. No need basement. No need school. No need church. Now it can travel with any photo. Any camera. Any phone. Any screen. Eleanor whisper, "We made it worse." Mr. Carter start crying. "No, no, we tried to save them." Eleanor whisper, "We saved the children, but we freed the monster." Outside, the snow stopped falling. The clouds opened. The moonlight shined bright. The road sign now was readable. But it was different. The sign did not say welcome anymore. Now it said, "Thank you for visiting." Eleanor whisper, It knows we are leaving now. Mr. Carter turned key. The truck engines start normally. Lights come back. Everything works. Like nothing happened. Mr. Carter whisper, "It wants us to leave." Eleanor whisper, "Yes, because it wants to spread." They drive away slowly. No loop now. No school behind them. Just road. Just dark trees. Just silence. After few minutes, Eleanor look at side mirror. And she see it. A tall shadow standing on road behind them. Watching them leave. Not running. Not chasing. Just watching. Like it is smiling. Then it raise one hand slowly. And it wave. Like goodbye. Eleanor eyes fill with tears. Mr. Carter whisper, "We never should have come here." Eleanor whisper, "We had no choice." They drive for hours. Until sun start rising. They reach a small city far away. They stop at a motel. They go inside. They lock door. They sit on bed, shaking. Mr. Carter whisper, "We must tell world." Eleanor shake head. "No. If we tell world, people will search. People will look at photos. They will spread it faster." Mr. Carter whisper, "Then what we do?" Eleanor didn't answer. Because she didn't know. Then Eleanor look at motel room mirror. She stepped closer. Her face was there. Normal. But behind her reflection, she saw something. A shadow. Standing behind her. In the mirror. But when she turned around, nothing was there. Eleanor whisper, "It followed me." Mr. Carter whisper, "It's attached to you." Eleanor nods slowly. Then she realized something. Maybe she is now the door. Like Caleb was. Maybe Caleb passed the curse to her. Not because he wanted, but because curse needed a carrier. Eleanor whisper, "Mr. Carter, promise me something." Mr. Carter look at her. "What?" Eleanor speaks slowly. "If one day, I start forgetting myself, if my face start changing, if I start smiling like that thing." Mr. Carter eyes widen. "No, don't say it." Eleanor whisper, "Promise me you will end me. Before I become it." Mr. Carter start crying. He shake his head. I can't. Eleanor whisper, "You must." Mr. Carter cover his face. He whisper, "Okay, I promise." Eleanor look at the motel window. The sun was rising. But she didn't feel warm. She only feel cold. Then she whispered to herself, "I will not forget. I will not become photograph." But deep inside, she knew. This was not ending. This was only beginning. Because somewhere, someone will take picture today. And maybe, in that picture, there will be one person who was never supposed to be there. If you ever find an old school photo, and you see a face that looks wrong, or a student you don't remember, please don't keep staring at it. Don't hang it on your wall. And don't take a picture of it with your phone. Sometimes some things are forgotten for a reason. And sometimes a photograph is not a memory. Sometimes it is a door. The end.